I've spent almost 4 weeks in this house, but I think it's time for me to take a leap of faith and find out if I'm actually the last human on Earth.
What's she doing here? Okay. How am I even supposed to respond to this?
After going through so far the lowest point of my life, this period has been like the lowest point of my life so far. I decided I wanted to do what I've always wanted to do since forever ago.
I just feel like I've always been drawn towards like storytelling and creativity and stuff like that.
But kept finding every reason not to.
Why do I keep like finding every reason not to do this?
I had written this story about a month ago and I decided I was going to act it out and produce it. Probably took me like another few weeks, if not a month, to finish the editing, mainly because I was lazy. I eventually uploaded it. I honestly wasn't expecting much from it. I come back later to check and yeah, nothing happened. The views weren't crazy or anything, but then I saw it.
What's she doing here? I'm going to start the story from the very beginning. So back in 2022, there was this 8-month strike, long 8-month strike here in Nigeria. I used to leave my house then to go to campus, find an empty class, sit down, do my YouTube work and everything. In the window of the class, I actually saw a girl coming, and she came to tell me that like she wants to record a video outside.
The sellotape is not supposed to cover the space. The sellotape is supposed to be like, give you.
Friend came, film the video and everything. One of happy, I'm going to see her again. So like maybe 2 weeks, 1 month later or something, I saw her again. But this time she wasn't really filming a video. She was like taking pictures. So I was happy like, hey, from the friend I've seen her again. I was thinking maybe we'll shoot a video and be as fun as it was that day and everything. But at least from what I perceived then, my energy felt colder. Like that's what I was saying. You don't want to interact with me. If I can sense that you don't really want to interact with me, I'll just back up. So basically that was what I did. Me being younger and dumb at the time, like it hurts me. I don't want to say it really angered me, because it didn't really anger me, but like it triggered something inside of me. I somehow took it personally because I felt like nobody likes me, nobody cares about me. Then after standing there awkwardly, I eventually left. I'm feeling sad. I told my friends something like that. So like I felt pretty bad that day because so like the first person I thought was my friend. I was also a YouTuber, he doesn't want to interact with me. So yes, life is more meaningless than targets. That was basically just what I wanted to just have a YouTube friend, film another video, whatever. But basically it seemed like she didn't really care. You want to see me again. So I lived my life, grew older, got wiser. I didn't care, whatever. Left on top. Like I said, I've moved past that. I have no anger, no intention. Like nothing. I've basically forgotten that I was, like I said, I was younger and dumber. Less experienced, just less of a experience. Okay. How am I even supposed to respond to this?
And that was the beginning. I didn't know what to expect or what I was even getting myself into, but I just knew this was the beginning of something new. and I was ready to see where this road was leading me. So we started chatting. She told me she loves filmmaking and has always wanted to do hers and even be an actress in the future, but she's not able to come up with good story ideas. So the next few days was we talking back and forth and she trying to come up with story ideas. I wanted us to meet in person so we can talk more about it because, well, I suck at texting on WhatsApp. But we're both busy with exams and school stuff, so it just couldn't happen. I started paying more attention to her YouTube channel, trying to get a feel of her personality and who she was. Then she uploaded this video on why she was scared of men.
I wish I was ugly so men can finally leave me alone.
Okay. It seemed like she was the type of person who didn't like people and who couldn't tolerate nonsense. So I made it very clear to myself to not get on her bad side. So, well, I don't end up as a YouTube video. She then told me she has her first idea, which was going to be about the wild school life. You know, how school is really annoying and crazy and how all these assignments and exams and others can drive you crazy. Another few days passed of we talking back and forth, and finally we both finished exams, so it was time for us to see in person. After waiting, texting, calling and asking each other where are you, we finally met. She told me about her new story idea. I don't really want to spoil it for you, but basically let me just summarize it. Some girl who's getting anonymous disturbing texts on her phone, then she starts getting scared, so she tells her friend. She and her friend try to find the stalker that is sending out this anonymous text. They then do find the stalker, but find out the stalker wasn't actually the stalker. But we eventually find out the stalker was her friend all along. And when I heard this, I was hooked. I loved the idea. To me, it was perfect. But she just had it as an idea, not a script. So it was time for us to expand it and turn it into a full-fledged story. So we ended up seeing that day, talking a little bit and all, and yeah, I was right. It was AI that wrote the script. No wonder it was so fuzzy. She didn't have the patience to sit down and do the writing, so I stepped in. She'll just tell me what she wants to happen, I will expand on it and add the details, she'll review it, and if she likes it, approve it, and if not, she'll tell me what I should change. And sometimes if I felt it was good enough and didn't need changing, I'll also give my opinion. I wrote this like that for 6 scenes, and yeah, I spent the whole day writing, almost like 5 hours or something. While I was typing away and crafting this fictional world in my head, she was getting bored out of her mind. She's all about action and adventure. Anything that just requires sitting down and doing the boring work, she would shut down. Like, literally. After she had slept and woke up and approved the current one I was doing, she leaves and I continue writing. After like 30 minutes or so, I finished all the scenes and I really wanted to pee at this point. So I go down to go and find somewhere to piss, and as I step out of the class and walk forward a little bit, I see her literally hopping around like a little girl with headphones on while recording TikToks on her phone. I found this quite funny, but it just proved my theory correct. But she claims to be an introvert, and to that, I would say she's kind of correct. I think she's more of a social introvert. There are 4 types of introverts. The first type is the restrained introvert. Second types of introverts are social introverts. This type of introverts like talking to people, like to have a close group of friends, and around those friends, they are really outgoing. Someone who doesn't know them and sees them with their close friends for the first time might even think they're extroverted. They still need to spend time alone to recharge, and they are reserved when it comes to people they are not familiar with. The third type of introvert is the thinking introvert. The fourth type of introvert is the anxious introvert. Also, introversion and extroversion are on a spectrum. It's not about if you are an introvert or an extrovert. It's about how introverted are you or how extroverted are you. But anyways, this video is not about introverts or extroverts. If you want to learn more about that, go and check out Psych to Go. They are like a psychology channel that explains all those type of stuff. So I come back from my peace break, show her the other scenes, and she approves it. Then we go out and look for locations we can use to film, then talk about YouTube stuff along the way. The day gets dark, it reads goodbye, I go home, I sleep, and whatever. The next few days were we just chatting about how we want the video to come out, me doing the storyboarding, trying to think of locations, props we need, equipment, another actor for the second character, and things of that nature. But after we finalized everything, it was time for the next phase, the action phase, filming.
Today is the first day of the shoots. Like, I've been planning out the way to go and all that, planning out the location and stuff. So right now, I'm about to go to the first place. I'm about to go there to see how it will turn out. It seems that we're not still 100% sure because we have 2 places in mind. But the first one is usually on Sunday that it will be perfect. But today is Wednesday,
I was once recording. So now I want to try and see if we can use the second place. But if that one won't work, we'll just skip that scene till Sunday or some other time, then focus on the others. So I'm going there now. The plan was to start filming by 9, but it's currently 8, so I just want to reach there early. Like both of us want to reach there as early as possible, so we'll just see how we can set up everything to see, for everything to just basically work well. So that's basically the plan. I don't want to record too much behind the scenes stuff because I still want to use this phone to also record the main video, and I need storage and everything, battery, whatever. So anyways, let's get right into it. Rain is partially drizzling, but at the same time, the sun, it's kind of cloudy, but the sun is starting to come out to start. So I just hope like the drizzling and all that stops, and like rain doesn't fall, because rain just falls like almost every day, and it's very annoying. So if rain doesn't fall, like everything will go a lot more according to plan than if it does fall. So I hope it doesn't fall. I honestly have no idea how I'm going to perform, since I make short films and all, just made like 0 now. So, and like I feel like I'm decent, so I should be able to like do the acting and whatever and pull it off. But at the same time, I've not really acted before, if that makes sense. So I'm confident in my ability. I know like I won't flop, but at the same time, like this is something I'm not used to doing. And the way the story is based, like I'm not really a major character, which I actually prefer. So I'll just be like the guy behind the scenes, making sure the camera is working and all that, the mic is in check, the gear, setting up all those stuff. So I prefer it like that. So while she and a friend will be like the main characters and all that. Funny enough, I actually did like most of the story writing. Like, she brought the idea, but I wrote most of the story. And I hope it turns out. So at least I like the way the story is based. I like the concepts and all that. I just hope it turns out well. But anyhow it does, like I used to tell her, like, shouldn't put too much expectation, because if you put too much expectation, you easily get disappointed. But the day you choose to make a video was when the weather looks like this. And the day you choose not to make a video, sun is hot, abundance of it. But to some degree, I try to still like this type of weather. It's like good for like moody videos. So I've been here for a while now, and she hasn't come. The plan was we'll start filming by 9, but she said she will come earlier than 9. She will come like around 8, and it's 9:04, so she's still not here. So I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it. And other than that, rain is starting to drizzle again. So I don't know, everything's probably going to go wrong. And that's the thing, is like I always expect something wrong to happen. Like I expect something bad to happen. So obviously I hope for the best, but I'm expecting something to go wrong. And well, everything started going wrong already. Currently rain has fallen. So it turns out we're actually like changing the plans now. The original plan before was today we'll film all the outside shots, and tomorrow we'll film all the indoor shots. Yeah. So but now that obviously, as you can see, the rain is falling, now I want to do it the reverse. So today we'll film all the indoor shots, then tomorrow we'll film all the outside shots.
Retake scene 654, camera roll, action! What are you both doing?
I'm text now.
What's wrong with you? Are you okay? I'm here now, okay? You'll be fine.
And yeah, it was pretty damn hectic. Everything wasn't exactly going according to plan. The acting, the shooting, the composition, the angles, and most annoyingly, the lighting. NEPA kept playing with the lights, so the white balance of the camera kept changing a lot. And I wasn't using a third-party camera app to film, which I totally should have, so I couldn't control it. The lighting was very inconsistent and annoying, but after like 4, 5, almost 6 hours of filming, we were only able to do 2 scenes. Then later that evening, she took everyone out for dinner. I was very grateful for that food because I was broke as fuck. She inviting everyone to dinner filled me up with humility and gratitude. Like I can't even use words to express how grateful I felt. Eventually the day ended, I was exhausted, I went home, went to sleep, whatever. So the next day we were to shoot the other scenes at my place.
Today is day 2 right now. Like today will be more fast because like we kind of already know what to do. So it's like the muscle memory is already there. Just walk fast and do everything.
Then around 4 p.m. that's when we actually started shooting everything. We had to scrap and modify some parts of the script to make it easier for us to film. If not, we would have had to come back the next day, and nobody had the brain power or energy to come and do this shit again tomorrow. Also, my acting sucked. She did say she didn't really see anything wrong with it, but I saw everything wrong with it. In fact, the whole video, in my head, it was this perfectly shot, perfect, professional masterpiece, and yeah, it was in real life looking like this.
Exactly.
The main reason has to be because you're working with amateurs.
Yeah. You want to catch
No,
me?
it's true now. Like, even myself, I just realized I'm not as good as I thought I am.
Oh, true.
My acting is whack.
Because
it's very robotic.
I've been in a set before. Maybe that's why I'm kind of trying to recreate what we had
Exactly.
there.
Yeah,
So,
and I think another thing is like the ideas is contrasting. Like, Brenna want us to do this like this, and you want us to do this like this, and I want us to do this like this, or Dixon want us to do this like this. So,
it's true.
but I have to remind myself once again that it's our first attempt, and usually your first try at something is always going to be the worst. So just try again and get better and better and better. Anyways, we ended the shoot around 7 p.m. Everybody was exhausted. Then they all left. Then I sat and looked at my empty room that just a few hours ago was filled with life. Editing was the part I was the most scared of. Having to put all this footage together and make it make sense was definitely going to be a very sharp pain in my ass. But it didn't feel as brutal as I thought it would feel. We met up around 1 p.m. and then got straight to work. We used our phone to edit because our laptop got stolen and my desktop is too stupid to do anything. And also our phone is 10 times better than mine, so you know, why not? I started with the rough cut to see how the video would take shape, but I wasn't able to finish it that day. The next few days were just editing, correcting, suggesting, fixing, and every other thing in between. The other more tricky part was having to make the lighting and color profile match consistently in all the clips. Because when we're filming, like I said earlier, the white balance was just all over the place. And she did a pretty good job in that. I ain't gonna lie, I was impressed.
So yesterday was the last day of us working together. Like, it wasn't exactly the last day, but she was supposed to travel today. So basically yesterday was like the last day. After yesterday, I won't be able to say it again for a while. So basically we had to wrap up everything we were doing yesterday. And we couldn't finish everything that yesterday, but we were almost through. So basically she said she will, continue. I hope she's able to continue. I hope she's able to finish it, but I'm very sure she would. She's pretty damn good at editing and everything.
We having to work together on this project obviously forced us to spend more time together. And she's a lot more friendly and nice than I thought she was. And no, she doesn't hate me. She doesn't like bad people. Yeah, let's put it like that. I realized she wasn't this harsh, mysterious, pessimistic personality, but she was just a young dum-dum, just like myself, trying to figure out this matrix called life, like everybody else. I remember from when we first started texting to when I eventually met her in person, I was like, keep it formal and professional. By the end of this project, she was someone I could ring up and ask for help if I needed something. And also I could crack a silly joke to her and she would laugh. And speaking of the end of the project, we had to finish everything on Tuesday. So we took pictures for the thumbnails and edited some more, but we still couldn't finish it that Tuesday. So she said she wanted the remaining finishing touches that were left.
So it's just been a wrap. That's basically been the whole journey, the whole collab, the whole process and everything. It even felt weird today that this thing has actually come to an end, because for the last month we have been working tirelessly on this thing. Like the first 2 weeks it was majorly texting and all that, so majorly talking through text and all, but the last 2 weeks I've just passed, we have actually been seen in person and taking action, whether that's writing the scripts, shooting the video, editing the video, finding the location, all those type of stuff. And literally, I kid you not, we're working like at least on a lazy day. We did at least 3-4 hours. That's on a lazy day. A lot will be doing like 6 hours. Like it was that crazy. Happy this whole thing has come to an end. I definitely learned a lot, and she's actually a really cool person.
So firstly, put respect on any movie you watch from now on, no matter how crap it is, because trust me, you can't imagine the amount of work that goes into making these things. So just be a little nicer when you're rating movies. Secondly, if you see the short film that we'll be working on and you think it was work, well, I actually don't blame you. It's our first attempt, so it's supposed to be work. But just know the second, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 10th, 20th, and so on are going to be significantly better than this. So just cut off some slack, okay? As of the time of you watching this video, the short film is supposed to be out by now. So go and watch it right now and tell me your thoughts on it. But if it's not out yet, just go and subscribe to our channel in the meantime, so when it airs, you'll be notified. Anyways, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.